This section describes the frozen mode. The frozen mode is set in the range of -10.0 degrees Celsius to -30 degrees Celsius. The frozen mode is controlled by the return air temperature sensor called RS, and the internal temperature is controlled by 3 operating modes: full cool, modulation and cooling off modes. First, full cool is an operation that rapidly cools the inside of the container. At that time, the compressor operates at full capacity. The refrigeration capacity is increased by opening the ESV and operating the economizer circuit to subcool the liquid refrigerant entering EEV. The full cool mode shifts to modulation when the RS reaches the setting temperature. Modulation is the capacity control operation when the return air temperature falls below the set temperature. The compressor is controlled by the temperature difference between RS and the set temperature. When RS rises more than 2 degrees Celsius above the set temperature, it shifts to full cool. When the RS falls below the set temperature by 0.5 degrees Celsius or more during modulation, the mode shifts to the cooling off mode. The compressor stops, but the evaporator fan changes its rotational speed depending on the return temperature. When the return temperature rises more than 0.5 degrees Celsius above the set temperature, the mode shifts to modulation mode. This section describes the LCD panel display in the frozen mode. Frozen is shown here, and the current operation mode is shown here. In this screen, full cool is shown. It shows the return air temperature, which is the control temperature. This section describes the operation of the actuator in each operation mode. At full cool, the compressor operates at full power and the evaporator fan rotates at high speed. EEV and EMV are also controlled to the opening to output the full capacity. The DMV is always fully open, and the LSV and ESV are turned on. HSV and RSV are always off. In modulation mode, the compressor is controlled by the temperature difference between the set temperature and the return air temperature. The evaporator fan operates at low speeds. The opening of the EEV and EMV is also controlled for optimal operation. The DMV is always fully open and the LSV is always on. The ESV is normally on but is turned off depending on the operating condition. HSV and RSV are always off. In the cooling off mode, all actuators other than the evaporator fan will stop. This section describes the compressor control in the frozen mode. The compressor rotates at high speed during cooldown. When the RS reaches the set temperature, the compressor slows down to maintain temperature. If the RS falls 0.5 degrees Celsius below the set temperature, the compressor slows down to 60 Hz and stops after 10 minutes. If the RS exceeds 0.5 degrees Celsius above the set temperature, the compressor will resume operation. In this way, the compressor is controlled to maintain temperature.